Hi, welcome to the Simple Souls podcast. First and foremost, happy Monday. Before getting into anything, this video is going to be very different, but I decided to make this a follow-up video based on my first video's topic. If you haven't watched my first video or second, I recommend you watching those first. Jumping right into it, I haven't been myself lately, but at the same time, I have been going towards a good distance/balance between everything. And there are many good things going on for me at the moment, but then I start daydreaming and go unconscious where it feels like I'm in that closed bubble I was struggling in a few months ago. I think it was 7th grade when I ran the marathon, but I didn't finish properly because at a certain point, they check if you have a trainer or coach around you since it's a lot to deal with, and specifically because I was much younger than I am today. But it was a very self-defeating situation for me considering all the effort I put in just to be stopped. And I honestly think about that moment a lot because part of me was genuinely tired and was okay with being stopped. But the dominant part was just filled with disappointment. And I feel like that was the first time I shut myself down. Not meaning literal, by the way, but just emotionally and mentally. So last week, I dreadfully went to their meeting and joined SRLA. I took it as another chance to outdo myself, to challenge my state of mind, and it's my last year before going off to college, so I wanted to do something that will allow me to have a fresh start. Secondly, I am going on a trip next week to visit a couple of colleges and get the experience of what it would feel like to be far from home. I'm going to New York, Washington, D.C., Boston, and I think 2 other places out of state. I've never been out of state. I've never been on a plane. I've never traveled without my family. And I've never actually been alone for a week. But this is such a great opportunity for me because, first of all, everything is paid for. I don't need to worry about any expenses, and it'll help me to branch out and find myself without knowing that my parents are just a call away or can pick me up at any time. I just know this is going to come with a lot of changes mentally and physically, and maybe even life-changing decisions that might be changed. And I'm excited and I'm happy for myself. Lastly, I have been getting better with my physical health issue, aka my tumor. I've been on track with my medication. I actually got my blood drawn recently to test how I'm doing, and I got the results this past Thursday. When I saw the difference between the time I was first diagnosed to obviously now, I was completely caught off guard because I went from an 82.2 to an 8.1 level, which is good, by the way. It was just crazy to me because I thought I was doing what I needed to do to take care of myself, and clearly I wasn't. But it wasn't until I saw these numbers that I realized how different it is to say what you're thinking versus saying what you're actually doing. I hope that made sense. But anyways, I've been to so many appointments that it started making me feel a bit anxious lately because it's a lot. It's a lot when you see people who are older than you being there for the same test, having doctors explain the same things to you every time, and then having to deal with people who are telling you things because of needing medical help. Plus, my issue is that I do see all the good things that are finally happening for me, and I'm also feeling happier because of that, but there's still a distance within myself. And I do understand that going through my type of situation is hard, and building yourself up again is hard too. But my frustration comes from not allowing myself to actually feel good, even though I wanted all of this to happen. I may be getting good grades, I may be performing better, I may be becoming mentally stronger, but that doesn't mean I'm in my prime time or I've moved on from what happened. For me, healing is like a roller coaster. There's moments where I'm filled with energy, and then other moments where I just want to get off because it's too much for me. And it doesn't mean that a person will let go of their bad habit or their trauma whenever they're over it, but rather you begin to forgive and understand that seeking revenge is not the answer, and looking for reasons to feel good or seeing the best in things is, because it's really about maturing. Now, the quote for this video is one that I actually really like, and it goes, "Thanks for listening. I know it's another short episode, but I promise I'll get better at this." I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I would appreciate you if you subscribed, liked, and shared this week's episode. And continue to smile because life is too short to be any other way.